maybe time for one final chance. Mika Götze cuts in. So our first signing of the summer, it is a centre-back, much needed, bit of depth for the team. Rav van den Berg is joining the club from Loskleeuw. He was originally at Middlesbrough, he moved there a couple seasons ago, and 12 mil is what we get him for. He is going to be a rotational centre-back. Now his career is still yet to take off at Everton. In this save, he's now 24 years old, and that is right back Nathan Patterson. He is joining us. His contract is expiring as well. He's joining us for 4 million, just to have a half decent backup to Wrench on the bench. And with that addition, I am going to look to move on Tristan Guya. I'm actually going to send him out on loan again. He's only 21, 69 overall. He could end up growing a few ratings. If Patterson doesn't work out, then next season he can take his place back again, but he probably will get sold after his loan. And poetry in motion, Tristan Guya is off to Everton, so he will replace Nathan Patterson. And George Ilenkena is off on loan again. This time he is off to Porto for the year. And with Ilenkena gone, it leaves us needing a new backup striker. Wout Weghorst just isn't going to cut it. And did anyone say failed wonder kid? Guys, you guessed it. Kasper Dolberg is joining the team. Former Ajax player. Sure enough, he knows Ten Hag and the rest of the staff. He's been given a number 10. And he is going to be our new backup striker. Managed to get him for 7 million from Anderlecht. And with the transfer window now shut, this is what the squad is looking like. Starting 11 is strong as ever. And we actually have some decent cover on the bench for a change as well. So looking forward to going into this season. And as you know, we didn't spend too much. 12 mil on Vandenberg, 7 on Dolberg, and 4 on Patterson. And as you can see, these are all of the players we loaned out. And we haven't sold anyone. The last change I'm going to make is Fitzjim is now going to be a number 10. So back up to Ben Segar. Let's see how it goes going into January. We'll pick up at the winter break. And the 2026 Ballon d'Or has gone to Erling Haaland. So him and Mbappe are battling it out, it seems. New Ronaldo and Messi rivalry. So we have reached the winter break. And guys, as you can see, the league form looks good. The manager rating looks really good as well. Hopefully, we are just running away with the league. And unfortunately, we're not. But it could be worse. We're literally only 3 points off top. Ten Hag's favourite team, FC25, are top of the league. He's probably happy about it. But we do need to win the league this year. In terms of goal difference, we're flying, which makes me wonder, what are the stats looking like on the season? And that's more like it. Brian Brobby, 17 goals. You know, last season, he only got 14 goals in the league. He's got 14 goals already. And it doesn't stop there. Ben Seguir with 12 and 8. Anthony with 10 and 8. Kenneth Taylor 6 and 6. You can see the rest. The squad is scoring goals. And in terms of rating, Brobby's an 87. Oosterwolde is 86. That defense is crazy. 84 rated Ramaj and Hato. Sotalo 85. Ben Seguir is 83. And Anthony seems to be reviving his career. He is 84 rated. The bench and reserves aren't too bad either. Patterson and Vandenberg have gone up. Kasper Dolberg, I don't think we played him much. Traore is still growing, surprisingly. He's 31. And Fitzjim, now as a number 10, is 77 rated. And the race for the golden boot, it's about time we led the way. Robbie's 14 goals does have him first. And assists, Anthony is first as well. We are flying. And it seems like we've got some players returning from their loan. Hermsen has come back, 19-year-old, 65 overall, probably will send him straight back out on loan. Ontivero is now 20, he's 70 overall. And Kaplan is 77 rated. You know what? He could come in handy. And oh no, it's happening. And it's very Ajax, isn't it? Brian Brobby, who's having an amazing season. PSG are after him, Newcastle are after him. We're starting to receive bids. We've received a bid for 150 million for Brian Brobby. Now, I wanted to keep this save as realistic as possible. Considering we're not in the Champions League yet, I'm going to argue that big teams haven't had a chance to see him in Europe properly, so they wouldn't be willing to pay that much, therefore making it unrealistic. So he's staying with us at least another season after this one. And I haven't shown the academy for a while, but if you remember this man, Lawrence Smits, signed him at, I think he was either 13 or 14. He's now 16. He's now eligible for the first team. He's 61 overall, 5-star. He's crazy. We are promoting him, and also don't know where he's come from, but 6'5" Sam Hodges, he's 18 years old, and yes, you can see it correctly, 91 to 94 potential. We are promoting him also. And all of a sudden, our centre mid position feels a bit weak, with our backup player being Davy Klaassen. Now, he's not getting any younger. He's dropped down to 74 overall. So I think I'm going to try and bring in a new centre mid. We're bringing in a Dane. Bidstrup is joining the team. Actually played a little bit in the Premier League, played a few games for Brentford. He's now joining Ajax for 9.5 million. And now with Bidstrup, we don't look too bad if Regier or Taylor can't play. The bench looks really solid. Only issues, we've got loads of reserve players. Just like that, Hermsen is off to NEC for 6 months. Rykov is off to Union. And Ontivero is off on loan again for 6 months, this time to Torino. And Rav van den Berg, I don't know what's going on with Porto. We seem to be affiliated with them somehow. Another one of our players are going to Porto on loan. And just to show you I'm not joking, we literally have Banel, Ilinkina, and now Rav van den Berg all at Porto on loan. And I guess ever since the Conceição deal, we've been best friends ever since. And he looks a bit different in real life. But that is Lawrence Smit, the Youth Academy prospect. He is leaving for his first loan spell, and he is off to Eyüpspor. I'm guessing in Turkey, maybe? He's there for 6 months. And after the January transfer window, this is what the squad is looking like. Let's see how we do come the end of the season. We are into the semi-finals of the Orange Becker. Are we going to be able to come away with the win? Mika Gott seems to be a bit tired, so we will play Anthony and we will play Andrade, the 2 Brazilians, and we lose on penalties. Unbelievable. And we have reached the end of the season. We're going to play the last game. Hopefully we're in the title race. We'll see how it goes. But guys, we have received some very bad news. Star defender Josip Sutalo, broken tibia. He's out for 6 months. We are not going to see him again this year. So instead, I'm going to play Rensch at centre back. I'm going to play Nathan Patterson at right back. So for the final game of the season, this is the team we are going with. And here we are, Johan Cruyff Arena. And Brobby is top goal scorer with 24 goals at the moment. He will be looking to win that golden boot. And he is looking ready alongside Anthony. Kenneth Taylor's the captain. This is how we're lining up. Gotts, Brobby and Anthony complete the front three. And that is the team we're up against. You can already see the high line in action. First chance to see the tactics in action, and as you can see, we're pushing very high up. Literally just that 3-1-6 with Patterson, Rensch and Hato, with Taylor sitting. Finds Anthony. He's got Brobby in. He scored already. It's 1-0 within 7 minutes. As easy as you like. He definitely wants that golden boot. Brian Brobby, star player of the season, puts us in the lead. And it's as easy as that. Anthony on the ball, tries to cut in, finds Ben Seguir, gives it to Mika Gotts, has a go, out for a corner. There he is, the man in charge, Erik Ten Hag. Gotts with some space to run into. Hopes to cut in, give it to Oosterveld. Ben Seguir finds Anthony. Anthony to Götze. Götze with the shot. Oosterwolde with a bit of space to cross into. Patterson into Anthony. Anthony with the shot. Keeper saves it. Götze found his way into the box. Gets the cross in. Goes back out to Götze. Gets blocked. Still not clear. Taylor still manages to have the ball. Ben Seguir with the shot. Good save. Anthony on the follow-up. He's offside. Is the 1-0 lead going to be enough? Anthony picks up the ball. Looks for Brobby again. Brobby with his left foot this time. Oh, that's another good save. Fitzjim is preparing to enter the fray. Double substitution incoming. Wrench and Ben Seguir off with Fitzjim and Dali Blind coming on. We've got some space. The shot was tame though. Maybe time for one final chance. Mika Götze cuts in onto his right, and that is going to do it. 2-0. We have won the game. What a way to end the season. Great feat from Mika Götze. Shifted it onto his right and clever finish. That is it, full time. The boys look happy. Are we celebrating European football, or have we just won the league? Oh, it's happening, guys. We have finally done it. Erik Ten Hag has brought the Eredivisie back to its home. Ajax are being crowned champions of the Eredivisie. Kenneth Taylor, captain. Satalo obviously injured somewhere on the sidelines, I'm guessing, with the broken tibia. But what a season, guys. This is the parade we were waiting for. It will most likely be goodbye for some of the players. Glad to see Satalo made it onto the coach. What a journey it's been. Ten Hag has brought Ajax back to the top of Dutch football, and we did it in style. If you've enjoyed this rebuild, make sure to hit that like button, press subscribe to see more rebuilds. But it's not over yet. Here is the league table. We finished with 82 points, so we basically had to, well, we had better goal difference than PSV, so we were going to win the league anyway, it seems. Unfortunately, we lost on penalties in the semi-finals of the Orange Becker to Feyenoord, who lost to Fortuna Sittard on penalties in the final. And what a Champions League final this looks to be. Real Madrid versus FC Bayern. Real Madrid won 10-9 on penalties. Europa League, the round of 16, we beat Wolfsburg 3-1 on aggregate. We then lost 4-3 on aggregate, beating Spurs 2-1 in the away leg. We couldn't get our revenge for that Champions League semi-final all those years ago. And Spurs made it to the final, but in Spurs fashion, they bottled it to Juventus. And lastly, Newcastle were champions of the Conference League. Brian Brobby was the Golden Boot winner with 25 goals in 34 games. Quite comfortably, actually. Assists went to one man and one man only. Mr. Aura himself, Anthony, with 12 assists in the 33 games, was clear of anyone else. And we had to complete the hat-trick. Ramaj, 15 clean sheets in 32 games. And this is what the team is looking like. Oosterwolde, Hato, Satalo, Wrench at the back. Regeer grew to 82. Ben Seguir is on 83. Brobby's on 88. Honestly, if we do one more year, I don't think it would be realistic to keep the likes of Hato and Brobby, seeing as they've had such good seasons. Even Oosterwolde, if we get the offer. Mika Götze 79 rated now, and Anthony 84 rated. In terms of overall stats, Brian Brobby led the way, 33 goals in all comps. Ben Seguir, what a season, 38 goal involvements, 20 goals and 10 assists. Nearly 30 for Anthony as well, with 16 and 13. Incredible season from the guys. Youth prospect Francisco Andrade, 77 rated, contributed with 3 goals as well. One for the future. What I didn't realize is Noah Lang still won player of the season. What do we have to do to take him from winning player of the season? Going into the new season, guys, we are gonna be starting Rav Vandenberg. Good thing we bought him. He's up to 77 rated now. He will start at the back alongside what probably won't be Hato, unfortunately. I'll show you why. If you remember, a few seasons ago he requested a transfer. He is now on 1 year left, So I'm not even sure if people will bid for him, but if they do, we are going to accept it. And as I said, I want to keep it semi-realistic. So, and now that we finally won the Eredivisie, the biggest clubs are circling for our star players. So if we get a offer from one of the biggest clubs in Europe for either Oosterwolde, Brobby, Hato, those three, then we are going to have to let them go. For the rest of the contracts though, we will be renewing Klaasen's contract. Same goes for Wout Weghorst. Good for the dressing room. Daily Blind as well. Surprised none of them are retiring. Yuri Baz can get a new deal, hopefully multiple years, 2 years is fine. I'm actually going to get rid of Bertrand Traore. Been a good servant for the club, but now that he's 31, he's probably looking for a bigger payday and I'm not willing to give it to him. So unfortunately, he will be going. Francisco Andrade is going nowhere. And in the transfer budget, we do have 49 million to spend, but we are going to focus on the outgoings first. Bertrand Traore is finally leaving the club. Sad to see him go really. He is off to FC Midtjylland for 10 million. And sad to see him go really. Nothing we could do about it. You already know. João Hato. He's got his big move. He wanted out of the club. Great servant for us whilst he was here. Wish him all the best in his new endeavour. He is joining one of the biggest clubs in Europe. Probably will be facing him in the Champions League, no doubt.